Neil. I'm with Hawaiian Chicken Films, and we made Brother Jim, which was the film with it has the guy in the bathtub and the sort of hippie woman in the wasteland field area.
Hello everybody, my name's Jude C. Potter, and we were Scotness Films, The Curious Case of Elliot Cole, and that was the one where a live murder happens mid-podcast.
I'm Lily Kyle. I was with Whiteboard Productions. We made Eating with Gobbledygook 42. It had the basement with a dead guy in it.
I'm Star of Beyond Stars Productions. We did Swapped, and I also was in that as Utopia, the one who gets swapped with the person that is meant to be playing as Utopia in the TTRPG game, who then ends up screaming and running for his life.
I'm Erin Walker, and I was director of Puckle of Gipes, and we did the Living with Jem podcast, which, for the reminder, is the guy who's living in her house and smelling her underwear.
Hi, my name's Jenny. I'm with Two Stranded. We did that zombie movie where people get shot and there's a hand, and that's, yeah.
Hi, I'm Bryony Robinson, and I am with the team that did Partners in Crime. That was a heist movie where two podcasters tried to pull off an art heist.
I'm Scott. I'm with Concrete Slab Productions. We made Chug Charlie Chug, which is the gross, incomprehensible Dr. Pepper movie.
Can we begin, starting with Scott and your beautiful tequila documentary, which I understood every moment of. I did not find it incomprehensible. Can we ask all of you, were there any challenges that you overcame in your weekend? It could have been the genre you drew. It could have been something that happened on the shoot. Hopefully something funny happened on your shoot, because that'll go over really well. Or anything else, any challenge that you overcame?
Well, we didn't have many problems, because we didn't write a script, quite obviously. So it was kind of just run and gun. We're just making stuff up as we went along. So it was pretty chill. Didn't have too many problems.
You mean to tell me, after what I've watched, there was no challenges to overcome?
Not really, no.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably our biggest challenge was that I got called in to do a shift on the Saturday, and yes, so that didn't help at all.
I think because last year we didn't qualify because we were late. We were on time this year.
Woo!
Until somebody in my team realised that it was a bit long and would not qualify. So at 7:10, I was back in the computer and I was cutting stuff down and yeah, got an email from Lou. She was like, "Which one do you want to screen?" I was like, the short one, please. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Our challenges, I think, was not having a composer on our team. So when we found out we had suspense, there was a bit of sort of panic about that, because obviously music's quite important. So we ended up putting a shout out on Instagram, and we managed to get a fantastic composer from the Netherlands who we've never met to work with us, and it was amazing. The whole weekend we thought we were working with a 20-something-year-old, maybe 30. And we called him afterwards, and he picked up the phone. Turns out he was 75, and he's just loving the game and just rocking it. And he's called Frank, so big shout out to Frank.
I would say our biggest challenge was we basically made enough for 2 films. So then also just cutting it down was another issue for us. Definitely getting it in on time as well. Definitely felt the pressure. I had to really rely on my anti-anxiety meds at the final hour. But honestly, I think most of it was actually pretty just smooth sailing. So I wouldn't say there was too much of a challenge, except the insane stress.
We had a serious worry of running out of bananas. We almost sent someone to the shops, but we just had enough. We also had worries about staining carpets with fake guts. We made it of bread and food dyed.
I would say our team worked so hard, and I'm so proud of them. We did have a couple of unforeseen circumstances that came quite late, so obviously, but we've looked at those issues, and we're going to kind of bring out another edit of the film so far. But in saying that, I am still so ridiculously proud of our team, and just really immensely proud. I don't know what else more to say.
So I probably have to pick 2 things. The first thing is just the Sunday, because we had a lot of software issues, culminating with my laptop crashing during the final render, so that was fun. But then also, the Friday, I spent 2 months praying we wouldn't get a musical. And Alistair there picked fucking musical. He also picked family film, so thankfully we were able to make that work. Although ironically, the song did end up the film did end up having a song in it anyway. I think if we had one more, we could have been musical as well, but I did not anticipate that. So anyway, there you go. Yes, I'm gonna touch the edit, but I'm gonna tweak the color grade and stuff like that.
Yes, we are going to release a re-edit of the film.
Well, that's not particularly my problem.
Yes, we've got a theatrical and which you've seen, and we'll be doing a director's cut because we're going to be pretending to be fancy.
Yeah, mine needs a colour grade, and also there's some extra bits that we filmed with the creeper that I'd like to include as well. So.
Considering I spelt mockumentary wrong, we are going to re-edit and recolor, and yeah. So.
I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, we had an entire subplot that we scrapped to get in 7 minutes, so we'll probably do another cut of that.
Yes, Sandra.
Just going to step here so I can see Sandra. Yeah, well done on all those films. I just had one question about the blood, the fake blood. What do you use? Do you make the product yourself, or do you buy something in?
So let's go. Everybody who had fake blood, raise your hand if you had fake blood. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wrong way. So we had Zoe do our makeup. She helped us last year as well. So all the gore, everything is just her. From what I can remember, it's red food dye and golden syrup. So that's why we were able to get it like in mouths and such, and it was safe and sticky and disgusting. So yeah.
We had brown coffee, bread for some reason, and red food dye and water and maybe something else. I don't quite remember. Strawberry jelly.
We had a mix left over from another shoot, but I'm not entirely sure what the ingredients are. Do you remember, Rob?
We actually used a pre-made mix that we had from another production, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Funny story, we actually did a test before I got splattered because we only did my shot in one take. So Rob volunteered to do a test spray, like a test splash of blood, and it ended up getting in his eye, so we had to wash that out very quickly. So, but yeah, that's the answer to the fake blood.
Were those fresh pants?
Oh.
They were bought from Tesco, yes. They were brand new pants. I would like to reiterate, they're not mine.
Just to be clear, it's not a documentary.
Yeah, from the chest.
We made her stick her arm under her jacket and slowly pulled the banana out.
I was talking about the big with the blood. It's like the first person view.
The first person view. Oh, we had a plastic bag, some red pajama bottoms, and we had to hunt down a sound effect from Pixabay or something.
Okay.
It was beautiful. It was so beautiful.
We're getting two very real explosions on camera.
Good magician never reveals his tricks. It's all in camera. That was not done in editing. Those are real explosions. Yeah.
Follow-up question: how many bottles of Dr. Pepper did you buy?
19.
It's 19.
Wow.
Yeah. They were on clearance in Morrison's, and we didn't have any other idea what to do with sports. So let's just buy all the Dr. Pepper. Make a film.
Brilliant. In the back.
Flynn, how many did? I don't know, like we got like 21 liters or something.
I did not drink 21 liters.
Yeah, I don't know.
You drank about 5 or 6 liters.
Something like that.
Flynn, did you make your own denim bandana?
Well, we had a lovely costume designer who's not present tonight, unfortunately.
Well, we enjoyed your denim outfit.
The music was made by our mate Finn over here. Has a degree in like audio design or something. I don't know. He's just cracked at Ableton. He can just make music really quickly. So He just made it up on the spot. Like.
There we go.
To co-star with a stuffed Christmas wrap.
They're a very stubborn actor. Very silent the whole time. Would not follow directions. We had to cut so many of their scenes. I'm not going to work with them again. They even, I don't think other people noticed, but they even managed to sneak some of their friends in the background. So if you ever rewatch it, look out for the secret rats that we didn't hire.
Yeah, okay, let's begin. Can we begin with Alex at the end here? What was your hardest scene and how many takes?
Either there's the stuff in the wasteland, which there's the longest scene, which just because of all the blocking, which I was sort of doing that myself and trying to pull the focus at the same time, and then also the stuff in the plane because it only really worked from like precisely 3 angles. Any other angle you'd see that it just was not a real plane. That's probably
I'd probably say the hardest take is actually the one that didn't have a lot of takes. It was only the one. It was the blood spray. It's like we were trying to configure how to do the blood spray in one go because, as you could see in the film, I was wearing a white shirt. So I only brought that white shirt so we could not wash that in time. So we had to do the one take. So we were all configuring how to spray the blood, how to shoot it, and basically a lot of thought went into that shot. So yeah, that was the hardest shot with only one take.
The most takes we had to get was in a basement walkthrough. I was not there for that. I was holding a light. I don't know how they struggled so much. And then there was also the big podcasting shot where they were both discussing, and we, for some reason, decided to do all of that talking in one take, and it took a very long time.
We had kind of quite a few, but I think the one that stuck out the most was when at the start, Jem's doing the whole introducing the podcast. We had to do so many takes of them trying to say TTRPG. One of them ended up with really quite foul language at the end. I don't know how, but we got that. I think the other one was I just kept forgetting my lines, so there was there's a lot of delete scenes where I'm just looking and going, no, wait, what? Who am I?
For us, it was the climax at the end with the shrine reveal. The scene before that where she's sitting on the beanbag, we changed the script really last minute while we were shooting, and because we took so long, Art had set up the shrine and were waiting for us, so these candles were burning and burning and burning, and the art team were like, you need to hurry up. And then by the time we got through, these giant candles that were probably about the size of this microphone had melted all the way through, and I spilled piles of wax all over my carpet, which is still there, but it's fine, we'll get rid of it. It was worth it. It turned out really cool. But yeah, that was probably the one that did the thing.
There we go. Hot iron on newspaper.
This is the easiest question ever because if anyone remembers the poncho zombies, my sister in a bush, and she had to say like, "Hey guys," but not like just with sounds. And I was monitoring the audio. I could no longer monitor the audio. And it turns out like I just had to kind of hold my breath and look away while only Marty looked through the camera at Katie because we couldn't stop laughing. And there's a couple takes where people are screaming, but Katie's saying, "You have to leave, you have to leave, you have to leave," because they were ruining every take by laughing. So anyway.
I would say the most difficult shot to film was the stunt shot in the art gallery where the robber falls through the roof and onto the ground. So not only is it quite a difficult shot, but it's an old mill building that's an art gallery now, and I was worried that we were going to damage the rafters. I was worried about damage the actor. I was worried about all that. We managed to pull it off, get a good shot, but then later on realised that in the wide shot we'd caught me on the camera, and for something that was a really difficult shot. But we managed to cut it out. But that was very disappointing after all the effort that went into the shot.
The hardest shot was probably just the actual Dr. Pepper chugging competition itself. We did it in one take, presumably because Flynn and Matt did not want to drink more than like 5 liters of Dr. Pepper, which is completely reasonable. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, we got very lucky. So I was trying to, for the film, I was trying to find a few different locations just to avoid filming in my flat. And there was this bar I knew, and I was like, oh, I'll go ask them if they're keen. And, you know, I spoke to who was there, and they were like, oh, maybe you have to speak to the manager. And they mentioned about this plane downstairs. And I was like, sorry, there's a plane downstairs. So I went down, and sure enough, there's just like a section of plane. And I don't know why, it's just under this bar. Apparently the manager just like saw it at an auction and just brought it. And so I think they do like comedy shows in it and stuff. And yeah, so it kind of only works from specific angles because like the windows you can kind of see it's just a still image. But yeah, I just chanced upon a plane, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I need this in the film. And it was really down to the wire getting that. There was a lot of delays. And yeah, we managed to secure that about 15 minutes before we got the genre. So I went from extreme high to extreme low. But yeah, that's how we got that.
After filming that?
Well, it's to be fair, it was Dr. Pepper Cream Swirl that we were drinking on the spot, which is far worse.
That's
Yeah.
far worse.
So Cream Swirl definitely not, but Dr. Pepper's plays my heart. I do love that drink. Yeah.
I also have a question to ask. I noticed the star of the Dr. Pepper short. What are you drinking right now? I just caught it in the corner of my eye. Actual Dr. Pepper!
Dr. Pepper! Give it a round of applause! Charlie, chug, Charlie, chug! Chug, Charlie, chug! Chug, Charlie, chug! You guys, right, let's all go have a Dr. Pepper in the bar, but before we